I mean, I'm not dead yet, so by that default, we are doing, in fact, fine. Oh, great. I shouldn't have said that. There is a bloody Nafali forager here. They're very weak. They're basically snapjaws, but when there's one, there's 55,000 of them, usually. Yes. Okay. We're back standing. So now, just for those of you who can't find me on the map, I'm the blue guy in the middle of the screen. The adventure continues. Fortunately, now all my cooldowns are reset, and I'm not dying anymore of low health. We're almost back into the safe zone. Once we hit the mountains... Ooh, you smell roasted boar nearby. Would you like to investigate? That's going to be another goat folk village, probably? Yes, I would like to investigate. We discover another goat folk village. I'm going to force bubble and take off. Bye! See you, nerds. You smell more roasted boar nearby. Would you like to investigate? No. Apparently there's a lot of goat folk villagers right there. And now we're back into safe zone. Whoo-wee! So let's go back to that snapjaw fort. Well, no, not that snapjaw fort. Let's go back to the other snapjaw fort. So no. Let's go back to the other snapjaw fort. Do I just keep selecting the wrong one? Does it keep swapping it over? Let's go to C. There we go. This is the one we were in before. I can't Tyrandes. So here's the thing, right? I let chat pick a debuff for me. And this game has some built-in debuffs if you select them. The one we selected is Quantum Jitters. Quantum Jitters does, whenever you use an activated ability, there's a small chance that your focus slips and you dent the space-time in your local region, causing 1 to 2 space-time vortexes to appear. This chance increases the longer you go without using an activated ability. Orange, thanks for the $1. So, I literally can't. Yes, exactly. Sonic. So, yeah, no, I literally can't. If they happen to go off right next to me, I am just going to be somewhere else now. But, you know, it's also the fun of this game. Here's the thing. It could save my life, right? It could save my life. I could be, like, about to die and accidentally fall into a black hole and then be somewhere else. And there's, like, a 60... or there's, like, a 20% chance I land somewhere, like, kind of safe. There's also, like... a 60% chance I land somewhere that has an enemy right in front of me that one-shots me. So, we're just having fun here. There is no Bay 12 Games Discord link. Because Bay 12 Games doesn't have a Discord. But if you type in !DF, it'll lead you to the KitFox Games Discord. That has a Big Dwarf Fortress section. There is no Bay 12 Games Discord. So there's a ham radar right there. He's an angry piggy. Next to his pig cousins, yield the time, his shortened ears, his pushed canines through his jaw, dressed in a scratch hair coat. He roots the ground for jewels. I don't know what command you said, but I said !DF. All right, get deaded, piggy. Uh-oh. It's a newbie trap monster. Salt hoppers. These guys are scattered around the early areas, and they are labeled as tough. They're one of the first kind of I will two-shot you enemies you run into in the early game of Caves of Cud. Yeah, they're kind of scary. Looks like a bunny? Kinda, but like kills you in 3 hits and clears the distance shockingly quick. Okay, well, lased it to death. Didn't drop anything. I want my stuff to be off cooldown. There's a tortoise attacking me. I shall walk away from it swiftly. I don't actually know what's going on there, but there's some fighting happening there. Oh, hello you. Yep. Ooh. Bronze dagger, steel battle axe, yes please. Short bow, iron buckler. I could use some holy hand grenades, yeah. Pet it? Yeah, no, it will die. It's the Monty Python kind of bunny. Yes, it's kinda. Definitely that kind of bunny. Fire breathes its warmth on your bones. Whip up a meal. Rummaging around your surroundings, you find a salt hopper wig. Fitting. A defounus wing, and a dash of dog hair. All right. Thanks, game. Sounds delicious. Definitely scrumptious sounding. Oh, I didn't even see you. A 2-headed pig. It's a pig that has a second bite because it has 2 heads. So it's the same as the other pig, except this one bites twice. I think they have more health too. Yep, definitely. Now it's a dead pig. Let me go back into this corner and hide. Must just have the phrase, hair of the dog disappear. Alright, now we can move into fight. Stuff's off cooldown again. Also, I should check something. Okay, so when I get one more level up, I think I should be able to buy a new mutation, which I'm going to. That's a lot of blood. What? Okay, so this is going to be really funny if I can't actually make it to the thing that I'm trying to go to right now. No, I actually can't. All right, I'm going to walk away from the turtle. Oh, I know where I am. There's the turtle. God damn you, turtle! So these are ruins. And this is shale. These are fulcrete, which means if I had the ability to dig, or the ability to destroy those walls, I mean, I could just, like, attack them for an hour and maybe die of thirst. But if I could actually break through the shale walls around it, there's probably stuff behind that. Great Graham, though. Smell you later. See you later. Drop it, Kami. Have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. So, the real question is because I sort of kind of maybe accidentally broke the space-time continuum and made a black hole there. I wonder what happened to the other guy that was there. I'm gonna walk away from that turtle. Just wait until it's like an actually dangerous turtle and not just one that I'm too lazy to kill. Because I'll be honest.
Cud seems awesome. Just haven't found through time to learn its smiley face.
Takes a bit, yeah. The thing with also thanks for the 6th month. Welcome back, dude. The thing with what's the word? The thing with the turtles is it's not that they're hard to kill. They're actually quite weak. They just have ludicrously high armor for the early game. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like, it could have been just like teleported somewhere. All right, so I need to be careful who I kill in here because I might just start a civil. Oh, okay, there's also a assault hopper there. Like if I accidentally shoot one of these horses, we may have problems. And if I friendly fire somebody, I may also have problems. So I need to be careful about who I shoot. Because this area has a bunch of glow crows, which are lucent skin blooms beneath matted feathers, and her tiny beak is hooked. And we also have these, which are equimaxes, which are basically just horses. The musculature of his strapping tranquil beast is so pronounced that he looks as though the muscles themselves might burst through his rich auburn coat. Great tufts of white hair surround his massive hooves, which he rears every so often while he grazes. He's equipped with kick and kick. Unfortunately, it's not kick and drum, because then we just have some good like beats going on. That did no damage. No. We've leveled up to level 5. So, I'm going to buy a mutation point. Are you sure that you want to spend 4 mutation points to buy a new mutation? Yes. So I can get cryokinesis, force wall, or mass mind. Cryokinesis chills the affected area for over 3 rounds, so I can turn things into ice. No, it's just a horse. It's like a Clydesdale, basically. It's just a big horse. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of DCSS because they removed everything that was interesting and fun about it and made it into a boring, streamlined sports game, and that's not what I'm interested in roguelikes. Force wall, you generate a wall of force that protects you from your enemies. And then mass mind, you tap into the aggregate mind and steal power from other espers. It refreshes all of my mutations, which I would assume would include light manipulation. But each use attracts slightly more attention from the psychic interlopers. Cryokinesis seems weak. It's a AoE stun. It is not weak. We gain the ability Chill. I mean, I literally have the ability to randomly summon black holes without any control of my own. I'm pretty sure that's enough meme potential already. Although we didn't take okay, so there is a you guys didn't see it during character creation, but if we weren't a Esper and we were like just a normal Chimera or just a standard mutant, which can have both, one of the physical defects is spontaneous combustion, which is just you explode sometimes, which can be very useful in combat and can kill important quest characters and make entire like neutrals factions hostile to you. Which is also kind of hilarious. We gain cryokinesis. We now have cryokinesis. I also have some more skill points. So let's see if I can actually grab some useful skills. Oh man, I kind of want bow and rifle. But probably actually the better thing to work for is tinkering. Deft throwing. Your throw range is increased by 3, and your throw variance is halved. When throwing at a target outside of your range, I mean, we already have staunch wounds at least. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Wayfaring just like saved our life. Actually, I'm gonna grab Wilderness Lore for Salt Dunes, so that I can show you guys the church. But let's go murder some more gnolls, shall we? I kind of love that the horses in this game are psychic. Behind my camera. The horses in this game are psychic, so I can actually, like, see them. Doggy! You pet the feral dog. The feral dog barks. And then immediately gets murdered to death by the horse. Great. Sweet. I'm a bad person. All right, let's chill, okay? Chill, guys. Chill. Chill. I'm lazy. Oh. That hurt. Kind of a lot, actually. Not gonna lie, that was kind of perfect. Let's get that. Something just killed that crow. And right here is a legendary critter, chat room. It's Wolfab, the fearsome Snapjaw King! Hated by the villagers of Ish for lighting a beacon fire to warn their enemies. Oh no! Hated by arachnids for eavesdropping on their secret ceremonies. What a horrible individual! Tussocks of fur dressed skin stretched over top muscle. Upright he stands, and he looks ready to drop onto fours. You guys ready to murder a king, chat? I am. No, I want to fire my gun. And miss, apparently. Reload. Fire and miss. Reload? Okay. How many? Okay, I only have one turn left on Lays. I need some more Lays charges. Alright, well, he's still fine. He's still fine. I could tell him to chill. Still fine. I'm scared that I'll friendly fire the dog behind him. I just can't do damage to him. So if I... Why do I have ashes in my inventory? What? Just please drop those. If I equip this battle axe, probably going to do more damage. Although I might not actually be strong enough to pick it up. Yeah, I can actually do damage to him now, which is nice. Just have to keep an eye on my HP. We have one Lays charge. Let's use it. Turn this back on. Walk away a little bit. You know, I have 2 charges on Lays. He's injured. I'm gonna keep walking away. I haven't actually needed to run yet, which is a good thing. But sprint is an ability that everybody has. So I could actually go into here and I could sprint. Which actually maybe I should do. Oh, that's not good. So, you know those, apparently running can activate those weird space-time continuum bubbles. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It isn't activated. But stop moving towards me! It's kind of cool. I mean, it is kind of cool. Except for when it yoinks you into intergalactic pain. I need a shotgun or something. Anybody want to help me kill this stupid... He is wounded. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not very good at the melee combat yet. We'll get good eventually, but we're not there yet. God dang it. Can you just die? Please? Got a crit. Badly wounded. My health is... Wow. That weight. Seven turns until, force bubble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Force bubble. Wait, what? Well, we killed him. All right, your reputation with snapjaws increased by a lot. That's good. They hated me already. The villagers of Ish like me now. Arachnids still hate me. But, hey, we killed it. Has a staff and a steel warhammer. And studded leather armor, which I'm actually going to get. Maybe even equip. I'm just going to leave now, because that was a little tight. Got it, though. Let's go buy some more water. I mean, let's go sell some shit. Snapjaws are generally disliked. Whew, well, that was a bit white knuckle. Spiders are friends? They can be. Spiders are interesting because they don't, like, attack you by default. They attack when you're either caught in their web or injured, which generally I think is kind of a neat thing. But, you know, fortunately I was able to get some pretty decent weapons. I do need, like, a better staff, though. I can gain 53 drams in water. I also have those 2 injectors. Buy those lead slugs. Show me this cuttish cave. Well, I almost died. I'm actually kind of surprised. I haven't died yet. Ooh, woolly ringmail. That's actually useful for a later game thing. Chrome revolver's pretty nice, but can't afford. Really isn't much here that this person has that I really need. I think I'm gonna take a copper nugget, and they will give me 43 drams of fresh water for the trade. So back up to 59. And I would like to finish the quest, so I'm actually going to give away a shade oil injector. Oh, no, not you. You're not who I need to talk to. That's what I need to do. Eat the fresh apple mats. There we go. So let's go speak with Argvi. By the way, there is a really cheesy way to finish this quest in, like, 1 turn. So he asks you to get a knick-knack, right? Which is just find a artifact. You can go into any of these huts, lock the door, and then take whatever you want out of the chests, and half of them have artifacts in them. Just an FYI. I just didn't want to be a dick. You are standing by my light. What do you want? Here is your knickknack. Take the shade oil injector. You have finished the step and return to Argvi of the quest. Fetch Argvi a knickknack. You've completed the quest. It appears you may be useful after all. Now go fetch me another. Okay. Here, have the other one. You've completed the second step. And he goes, oh, good. Quite impressive, treasure hunter. Maybe you're fit to poke around my workshop here. I've been wanting another apprentice. So unfortunate what happened to Scref with the disembowelment and all. Here, take a seat. Let me explain. I'm on the cusp of a grand discovery. When I'm done assembling the weird wire conduit, you'll be able to speak to anyone from Capheus First to anyone from here to Capheus First, though I am going to need some copper wire, as much as you can find, at least 200 feet. You should be able to scavenge enough from the rust wells in the nearby caves. Time to go to the rust wells, chat. Or rather, back to the rust wells. Also, hey, Brander, what's up, dude? Weird wire conduit Eureka. Has anybody figured out what a weird wire conduit is? It's a telephone. He's trying to reverse engineer a telephone. I just like that he calls it a weird wire conduit. As though it's some strange thing. The wording and writing in this game is something else. It's special. Sounds more like a radio? Kind of. It's some sort of like communication device from the old world. Really. But who was phone, as in who is phoning? Oh, there's people calling. There's people in this world that... The thing that I love about CUD is... You know, actually, now that I think about it, another game that CUD's world kind of has some similarities to is like... No, ET Phone's Home, not CUD. Is actually like the... Oh, shit. Horizon Zero Dawn. That world. Horizon also has some, like, similarities to this, although that version of, like, the post-apocalypse is kind of bland. You want to call back to an older meme? Was that even a meme? I feel like that's just a reference. Okay, so we're back at the Rust Wells. By the way, they redesigned the Rust Wells not so long ago. I love this design because that in the center is just a big old hole. And yeah, this game has Z levels. I could just go jump down that. I might break my ankle, but I could do it. So there's monkeys everywhere. One monkey. Two monkey. Three monkey. And this right here is actually a real plant, which freaks some people out. Kudzu. Matted fronds sway in the air currents and speckle the ground with flakes of moisture-soaked rust. Okay, goat's not hostile here. Just auto-explore a little bit. So there is one big caveat I have to say about this zone. It's called the Rust Wells. And it does make your stuff rust. So be wary of this if you're playing this game. And if you have valuable items, maybe don't bring them. Yeah, and in this game, they're sentient. In regard to the kudzu, or kudzu. Old tooth wire phones you could see being called a weird wire. They're sound powered telephones. Yeah. They're more akin to like, you know, like the whole, it's a, hello, scrapped clad hermit. What do you have to trade? You've got some bear jerky? So the nice thing about these like little unhostile dudes in the world is I could actually just sell him some stuff and he would give me water. So like if I'm dying of thirst, just find random dude in the wild to trade with. Sometimes they have valuable items though and I stab them to death and take their stuff. Oop, monkey. Whoop. Sorry. Shot the hermit. Mobby. Didn't mean to do that. I'm behind my camera. Ow. Thanks for the XP though, I suppose. Never had bear jerky. Never had bear anything, actually. Remove this monkey. So you know how you guys were talking earlier about wanting to see the interlopers? Well. You heard that bear is hard to cook, right? I've had venison jerky, yeah. I've also had venison sausage. It's a familiar feeling when someone has watched you in the past. It's light that's betrayed your presence. You made a friend of the darkness, and you pulled your hat brim lower over your eyes. You stepped behind cover of a thatched wall. But those who watch you now watch you despite of such simple obstructions. Their sight isn't mediated by the rays of a glimmering star or torch, but something much older. If there are ways to conceal yourself from these seeing eyes, if there are new kinds of darkness to befriend, you know nothing of them. They've noticed. We gain level 6. Also, look, we found some wire. All right. Yeah, no, I now you see our psychic glimmer goes up. The higher the psychic glimmer, the more likely we are to randomly die. But it's okay. It's okay. What could possibly go wrong? Can I level you up yet? Mutation ranked is increased due to your high ego. Okay, I mean that's fair. I guess we'll just wait until I have 4 points again. All right, so I'm gonna grab bow and rifle. Wait, what? Oh, do I need 19 agility? Fortunately, I don't have any attribute points. Nothing can go wrong. I mean, this is a game about dying, right? We're going to die. It's only a matter of time until we die. That or we could maybe go for long blade. The thing is, I need some. That or, ooh, we could go for pistols. But I don't have any pistols. Well, see, here's the thing. I could have died very easily like a couple dozen times. I'm just not terrible at this game. And sorry to anybody who is bad at this game. I'm not trying to be mean. But I kind of know what I'm doing. And when you kind of know what you're doing, it is possible to not just get insta-gibbed. Did you miss anything? The intergalactic Time Lords have noticed me. What? I tried to walk down the stairs and they attacked me. Hold on. Oh. Apparently there's a sappy kudzu down there. Also, I'm fighting with my fist? Hold on. Oh, it's because my battle axe rusted. Well, fuck this shit. Oh, excuse me. Let's go back to Yappa. Actually, you know where else we could go? That might be a bit of fun. Let's go to the deserts. Ooh, we noticed some ruins in the deserts. Actually, is this the deserts? Ooh, it is the deserts. All right, definitely don't want to stay there. So chat, I'm just gonna hang out here for a few seconds because I want you guys to hear the desert music. Because I think people who watch my stream have at least some respect for weird music. Check out these bangers. Oh yeah, you can kill anything in this game. Anything in this game is killable. Just wait. We haven't hit the ominous bit yet. Just wait for the drop. Not today. Taking a day off. We'll be playing DF tomorrow. When I go to Golgotha, it's probably level 12 or something. We're gonna go wander around here for a little bit. Well, I mean, obviously it's no Greedo Valley. Greedo Valley would give me copyright claims. This might be one of my favorite, like, musics in a video game, just period.